Hi, PMDD people. I hope you're looking after yourself. It's me, PMDD with C, back with another video about PMDD. How many times can I say PMDD in one video? So, if you're going through PMDD territory at the moment, or Hell Week as we call it, I hope you're taking extra care of yourself and practicing that self compassion that I've been banging on about in previous videos. So, in this video, I thought I could do 10 facts about PMDD. So let's just get started. So, number one, PMDD is not PMS. PMDD has been compared to the following. So, PMDD is PMS on steroids, or what a migraine is to a headache. PMDD can be described as an evil twin to PMS or an emotional hijacker. So I'd be interested to hear how you describe PMDD to other people and how you compare it to help them understand. So, yeah, number one, PMDD is not PMS. Number two, it can be mistaken for bipolar disorder. So, because PMDD creates intense mood swings, it can be misdiagnosed, and one of those misdiagnoses can be bipolar. So, the difference is with PMDD, it's a cyclical thing and it's predictable, and also it completely stops the symptoms, the mental health symptoms, the physical symptoms completely stop when you start bleeding, when your period starts. So, if you feel like you have been misdiagnosed, again, I always advocate for you to go and talk to your medical professional and champion yourself, and don't take no for an answer if you feel like you're being dismissed or anything like that. So, number two, it can be mistaken for bipolar disorder. Number three, PMDD has its own awareness month, and that's in April. And PMDD Awareness Month has its own ribbon, and it's like a turquoisey, tealy colour. So yeah, let's all raise awareness in April 2026 when it comes around. And let me know if you did anything for PMDD Awareness Month this year. Number four, PMDD goes away during pregnancy, and that's because the hormones aren't going up and down, they're not fluctuating. So a lot of people get some relief when they are pregnant from PMDD. But then number five, people with PMDD are at risk for postpartum depression. So you wouldn't be surprised that if you're vulnerable to PMDD, you're also vulnerable to postpartum depression. And that's because of the fluctuations of the hormones that come back after you give birth. So, again, if you are looking to have a baby in the future, be mindful of that. If you're pregnant now and you know you have PMDD or you think you have PMDD, please just talk to your midwife, your doctor, your medical professional, and just make them super aware that you could potentially have postpartum depression afterwards because you experience PMDD. It's so important for you to let people know that. Number six, I can't do six on my hand because I'm carrying my microphone, but anyway, number six, a PMDD causes intense food cravings, specifically sweet and salty. For example, like miso soup or hot chocolate, they can get really specific. And in my opinion, this is probably one of the best symptoms if we're putting a positive spin on PMDD. But yeah, it can be all consuming. And until you get that fix, that craving fix of whatever you're craving, it can be like, yeah, something that you hyper focus on. So, yeah, out of all the symptoms, I think that is my favorite one. Number seven. So, I took this fact from the book, The PMDD Phenomenon. I can't say that word. I hope I'm saying it right. The PMDD Phenomenon. And I find this fascinating. I've spoken about this in a video I made like 3 years ago, but I'm going to read it to you anyway if you haven't heard this fact. So it's on page 104, and this book is by Diana Dell. It's a really good book if you're not aware of it. It's brilliant. I would definitely purchase it. if you want to know more about PMDD. So, outside of scientific studies, clinical observations reinforce how powerful the effects of exercise can be. First, PMDD is rarely seen in professional athletes. Second, athletes who break training often find themselves experiencing symptoms for the first time in their lives. For example, a marathon runner who breaks her ankle and is unable to train for several months may experience her first ever bout of premenstrual symptoms while she is inactive and recovering. So it goes on in detail about why that could be, but I just find that fascinating. And I know, yeah, the majority of us, we're not going to start running marathons. We're not going to start becoming athletes to see if our PMDD can go away. But I just thought it was, yeah, like a super interesting fact. And I'd love to know more about that. Would you? Number 8, PMDD impacts women and AFAB individuals across the world. And there's still a stigma in many countries as periods are seen to be a taboo subject. So we don't actually, there's not many cultural studies about PMDD and how other cultures accept it or nurture it or deal with it. So again, it just shows we've got a long way to go still. Number 9, we all have different patterns of PMDD, and PMDD is not the same for everyone. There's no one size fits all. Some people will experience intense symptoms for a week. Some people may experience intense symptoms for 3 days or 2 days. And again, that's explained in this book. It has really useful graphs that explain different patterns of PMDD. So there's no one size fits all. And number 10, so SSRIs or antidepressants, they are used to treat PMDD intermittently. And this blew my mind when I first went to the doctor about PMDD, because I thought that you had to take antidepressants constantly or else you get the withdrawal symptoms, but that's not true for PMDD. So you can take them intermittently. And I just thought that was pretty fascinating. So there's my 10 facts on PMDD. Let me know if you have any more facts in the comments. And I just want to make you aware of a campaign I'm doing at the moment, and PMDD Postcard. So if you go to my community tab, you'll see an anonymous Google form link where you can rant or share your experience of PMDD. And I will turn this into a postcard and share it on the community tab so others can read about your experience and feel validated, or or people who don't know what PMDD is might stumble across it and get a better idea of how it actually impacts you lovely PMDD people, because we're all unique, we're all different, and we all have our own stories and rants about PMDD. So anyway, if you're playing a drinking game to this, so how many times can I say PMDD in a video? Let me know how many times I've said it. But anyway, I hope you're looking after yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for being here. Bye.